to 1. So what does that mean for ENCE? What does that mean for Lynn Vision? Well, we're about to find out as we jump into game 3 of the day here at IEM Sydney. ENCE to start on T side will be the team to dictate how this game begins to play out. But double dualies for Lynn Vision plus a set of util. Triple dualies even.
Straight over towards water. Amelia with one of the sets of dualies here, backed up with Zaka on the util. Maiden's keeping an eye over on bridge side. Seeing if there's going to be any pushes, listening for any info over on the B side of the map. ENCE waiting out that initial smoke towards Epoch side. Now starting to creep over towards A main.
Oh, you do have Amelia with the dualies ready and waiting for this push. And we know how dangerous those dualies can be. Zaka holding a smoke as well. But Lynn Vision have got absolutely no info at the moment. Util starting to get tossed in. It's a nicely timed smoke from Lynn Vision.
ENCE just cancelling. They're going straight back towards water side. dycha spamming the smoke. Starry's here with dualies inside E-box as well.
Starry is going to be able to start nicely, and G's there to help him out as well. They want to keep going. They've got more bullets. 14 left here for G, and he is not letting anyone get away. A great start to the map for Lynn Vision, and it's now onto Madden. 1 on 5.
Single
4
smoke
even.
To deny that A main push, and he's going to get cleaned up, surely, by Zaka. Finishes it off. Single smoke to deny that A main push. Pushes ENCE straight into the double dualies set up on E-box.
I'll give you a quick update on the A stream as well if you are interested. Game Elite just won against FaZe, so it is FaZe versus Vitality.
Oh my lord.
Down in the lower bracket of Group A. That'll be played at 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time.
Today?
Daylight time. Today.
Jesus.
So in about 4.5 hours, one of those two teams is going home today. That's crazy.
They're getting the AUCS experience. Usually we're the ones that fly 30 hours to the other side of the world to get knocked out on the first day.
Indeed.
That's crazy. Force buy here for ENCE. Again, looking like they want to kick off some kind of an A execute aggression. Over on E-box side here for Lynn Vision, wanting to use the range of these rifles.
Well,
find themselves a man advantage.
This is the round that you can't afford to lose, though, as Lynn Vision, right? There's been the investment from ENCE. If you drop this round, then all sense of momentum is gone.
Snappy being well aware that they have to kind of deny information over on that E-box side. They can't allow the CTs to continue to peek that. In comes the A execute.
Yeah, good set of util from ENCE, but it doesn't seem to have disrupted Amelia all that much. And Zaka close on the angles, good for 1. Still, that does allow ENCE into the site to get the plant down, and that has me a little bit worried. Still a big rotation to be made here by Starry. And Amelia has multiple angles to watch. Flash in. Westmelon will lead the charge for Lynn Vision. Hasn't gone well for them yet at all. 1 on 2 for Starry. And yeah, he'll get snappy, but it's a messy spray. Puts him down to 32 HP. He's only got 3 bullets, but that is enough. Are you kidding me?
Oh, that raw adjustment was so crisp.
I thought it was done. I think my voice broke.
That is classic Chinese CS aim.
Roll the replay. This is what we're looking for. This wasn't raw adjustment, that's for sure.
That was messy.
But this, this gets me a little bit excited.
That's a lot of damage to the economy, though. ENCE, will they reforce? They will. They understand just how much pressure that puts on the CT side economy. They got the bomb plant down. Krieg comes out for SunPayus. Rest of the boys on the Galil. Somewhat limited util here for ENCE. But the same can be said for Lynn Vision, who are just waiting.
It's not a double AWP for Lynn Vision, by the way, in case anyone...
Unless they clone G.
In case anyone gets confused, we do have a PC crash for Lynn Vision, so they're going to reset and take a tech pause even. Word sounds the same, it's fine. Yeah, it's tech. It's like when we versed that guy called Blah yesterday, and we were playing with Blair. It was like, it's kind of the same guy. Blah, Blair.
Look, Jordan, don't get your hopes up, okay, bro? I got to keep us in check.
Okay.
After how these first rounds went.
Well, I'm a runaway freight train at this point. Like, I'm already gone.
2-0, it's done. Let's go.
It's 2-0 for Lynn Vision. You know that meme? Like, stop the count.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Like, stop it right now.
Yeah.
We'll just send Lynn Vision through the upper bracket.
They're definitely not out of the woods yet. They are definitely not out of the woods. They have only had one player surviving CT side there. And ENCE are reforcing, so...
That's fine.
Big chances to break that money pretty damn hard. And
Look at him, bro.
we already saw what happened to Vitality when that happened to them, just in the last best of one. You lose the wrong round on CT side, MR12, you are in the bin.
Don't worry about it, mate. They're Bing chilling. They have been molded by Asian Counter-Strike. It's a mess over there.
I mean, it was a mess. It was a mess at Pro League as well, honestly, for Lynn Vision.
To
Like
be
that
fair,
game
was,
against 9. Whoa.
And even
What
the one
the hell
against,
was that?
was it G2 that they were playing against, I think? That they were
That game
almost
was,
like
yeah.
winning on
Winning like
Anubis
2v5s and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a weird.
So they never should have gotten
too.
as close as they did.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it still kind of goes to show that there is the ability there. It's just whether or not it comes together cohesively, if it all comes together at the same time. But again, maybe that's not necessarily what is required in this current circumstance. It just needs someone to have a massive game here, win a crucial clutch at a crucial time, and it's an MR12. Boom, off you go. So, not getting too far ahead of myself, or at least I'm trying not to.
Yeah, I don't think ENCE are particularly shaken either
No.
so far. They're already kind of recognizing their chances to keep the pressure on the economy early on. They understand the reset window that lies in front of them. And they've got plenty of time for some rest and relaxation. And to have a little bit of a think about how they may want to approach a round like this with all the util, the cogs in Snappy's brain. Definitely a turning. Lynn Vision, AWP comes out for G. MP9, but outside of that, looking like a pretty good buy here for them. Only one kit on Westmelon, so we'll definitely keep an eye on where he does die. ENCE, once again, straight over towards that A side of the map early on here, and I think they're just going to be able to get into A for free. Lynn Vision, we're playing heavy middle, over towards E-box. Nice entry from Starry. It's a retake A setup here from the CTs.
NertZ, though, he's going to be undone, and he was a little bit isolated away from his teammates, so now it starts to get an awkward, a pitched battle on both sides. G, no, not quite aware that Madden was there, and the trade doesn't come through, so now it starts to become a real problem for Lynn Vision. Timing has gone all wrong for them in this round. Man, what a mess. Starry, though, has been given room to get into the site, and can we see again another 1-on-2 clutch? He's making a lot of noise. He's got a lot of util to play with, but the timing will not work out for him, and that is unfortunately not a very impressive round from Lynn Vision.
Yeah, ENCE, I mean, they had the read right from the start of the round. They just marched their way straight through A main. Lynn Vision playing a heavy mid setup, wanting to contest bridge, wanting to fight E-box early on, straight down into water. Really fighting for the middle of the map, similar to what you saw from BetBoom on Mirage last map, where they're trying to go for that mid pinch, leaving the extremities open, and ENCE definitely punished them for that. Although the initial, I mean, that was a 2-on-5. Let's be real. The initial portion of the round, the initial reaction, went very well for Lynn Vision, but it really fell apart in the XVX. And like I said, now their CT side money is cooked. That was a beautiful reset window abused by ENCE here.
Well, Lynn Vision know that there's someone probing outside of A long. They're gonna swap their guns at a time like that? Well, it's not worked out for them. G's gonna be pushed off of the line as well. Gets a bink onto NertZ, dycha and NertZ. Both low, but it really isn't going to trouble ENCE all that much. Westmelon does get a nice shot onto Madden, but the flank from Snappy is in effect, and there is surely nothing to be said in this round for Lynn Vision.
Westmelon tries to run on him while he's reloading, but 4 alive for ENCE. They deal with the anti-force, now going into an anti-eco against the buy after that. Probably going to be somewhat limited util from the CT side. I don't know if they're going to be able to put an AWP together. So ENCE up to a 2-2, but make no mistake, they are definitely ahead in this game now.
Most definitely. T-side should be working favorably for them economically, but also just the bias of the map itself. This is going to be a long road for Lynn Vision.
This game's going to be a grind. You'd expect nothing less, though. You're not going to push a team like ENCE over, as we said in the pre-show. A team that consistently places top 4 at the last 6 tournaments, I think it was, after the player break, is a team that you require something special to beat.
Well, we've seen one special round from Lynn Vision so far. But it would have been almost nicer to not see that round, quite frankly, that it had to come down to that 1-on-2 with an insane raw adjustment.
The 1-on-2 isn't really the round that I think was the big crisis for Lynn Vision. Actually, it was the mid setup against the fast A play from ENCE where they had a 4-on-2 and it just falls apart in the mid round. They needed to close that round and close it cleanly and keep their foot on the throat of ENCE. And unfortunately now they're the ones that are kind of getting pushed aside a little bit. G's been quite responsible with his spending though, so he's at least going to have his hands on an AWP pretty early on. And at moments, particularly on this map, he was a bit of a standout over at Pro League with the AWP. 5 alive for ENCE. This is not going to be easy for Lynn Vision.
Well, first proper gun round. Yeah, seems like it.
Org's out for Amelia. So even prioritizing a lot of util to get an AUG instead of a rifle and a little bit more util. Yeah, seeing a lot of spraying from pretty much every player.
G's got the AWP. No real util behind the AUG and not much behind the AWP either. So
yeah,
like
I mean, this is the issue with losing the round 2 or taking a lot of damage in round 2 and losing round 3. Your CT economy takes a while to recover. They were only on 2.4 loss bonus at that point, so not a whole lot of cash to be able, or loss bonus rather, to be able to buy that full utility. SunPayus looking for a peek over on that east side of the map. Was obliged for a moment. Progression utility from dycha over on the A side of the map robs Lynn Vision of any information over there. 2-man aggression on E-Box side. Snappy's looking to push that away, but NertZ doubles up. I think just exploding straight out of B main there, and this round's over. We're already in save territory for Lynn Vision.
Yeah, this is not going to plan at all for the CT side. Lynn Vision got the map that they wanted. There's no doubt about that. But starting to get the sense that ENCE also was able to find a map that they were happy with. How much prep have they put in for this game against Lynn Vision? I'm not sure they would have really focused a whole lot on the Chinese squad. This is where it starts to get even harder for Lynn Vision. The hunt is on Amelia. It's good for one. The flash comes through though, and he's down now as well. So Zaka desperate to hold on to this M4. The Wolves are encroaching upon his position, and there is no surviving that. So every single gun lost for Lynn Vision. Another round down, 4 in a row for ENCE. And they're starting to look pretty decisive as well.
I mean, the money's out of control on this T side. Going into an anti-eco yet again here. I mean, NertZ just exactly that. You can't allow that to happen. Walks straight up behind the progression smoke. Over onto the left side of B and gets a double entry on the player's E-box. That's just not a gap that should be allowed to exist for Lynn Vision. Heavily punished. Back down onto the pistols now. This is something that Lynn Vision need to deal with. Snappy is just being allowed to run up water into E-box by himself, unsupported by any utility, and the CT side is really not doing much about it right now.
Yeah, a little bit of damage in this round, but nothing really to write home about. G going to peek that one. AWP on the other side of it. Obviously not going to go well. SunPayus holding on to that one pretty nicely.
Next buy for Lynn Vision. See if they go for this heavy mid setup yet again. Whether it's going to be a different approach. And it's just a bit of progression utility looking to take control of that B side of the map. SunPayus, very aggressive, flying over towards E-box side. Just looking to punish any CTs trying to take that duel, as Lynn Vision have done a couple of times. G on this A main line. This has been a point of contention for ENCE a couple of times already, and they're again throwing some progression utility over there, applying a lot of pressure to both extremities simultaneously here. Lynn Vision forced to react to that.
Now, I want to see G have a good game here. He was one of the highlight points for Lynn Vision at ESL Pro League. A lot of really nice clutches from the AWPer of Lynn Vision. If he doesn't get it going at this event, then I think Lynn Vision are going to be in trouble. Here's a good opportunity to say something about it. Nice start. Gonna smoke off that Molotov as well, and Amelia helping out. It's the smash throws for Lynn Vision on that A site. They will lose Zaka.
Yeah, Madden's cracked mid-open, though, and that's where this round could start to turn.
Oh, Westmelon, you need to be winning that duel. Cannot afford to die there, and does a good job of it. A little bit of a messy one initially. Collected himself, and now Starry in the perfect spot to cause a problem for NertZ, who's trying to creep his way into B. A bit more of a routine round in the end, really, for Lynn Vision, right? They have their players posted in positions. ENCE walks into those positions, they shoot them in the head, they win the round. There's not a whole lot of funny business going on, apart from that mid-push.
ENCE was really just the... Ooh, hold on. SunPayus, 20 seconds.
G's
Gonna
low.
run through his smoke. Yeah, G is low, and G does miss the shot. 14 seconds here. He's got space to get the plant down. He's going to commit to it.
Oh, what's the util usage looking
It's
like here for
doable.
Lynn Vision? I feel like the molly might have been better off just to try to deny the bomb plant. SunPayus, though, his timing, not looking great.
Westmelon's gonna pop
from
out the
cams. Yeah.
Easy deasy. 2 alive, though. They took more damage than they wanted to. And SunPayus, usually you'd be a little bit upset to throw away an AWP, but with the start that ENCE has had, economically speaking, to this T side, they just really don't care. They'll throw every gun that they can at the CT side to try and break their money.
Could have been 4 guns alive for Lynn Vision if the duel goes the way of the CTs in mid.
That's right. I think ENCE, see what they're trying to do that round. Looking for picks and pressure towards that A site, but still keeping their feelers out around the map to, try to cash rotations or provide themselves alternatives in the mid to late round. But like you said, the initial duel's not going well. So we go again. Both teams, bit of progression, utility over onto bridge and house. Looks like ENCE going to go for a boost up over the smoke. Not seeing any CTs over here.
No presence in mid.
G's on this deep info line towards B main, which is going to be great for the CTs. It's going to really allow them to focus toward E-box and middle. But like you said, with no presence in middle from the CTs here, this mid to A split could be pretty devastating.
Timing on this molly into cams is going to be really critical for Zaka. And he's gone for a flash instead. SunPayus through the flash, gets the kill. Amelia has nowhere to go.
And save time.
Yeah, just no good for Lynn Vision. The A site, it's really being battered and bruised.
Yeah, I mean, no presence in middle gets completely abused by ENCE. And I feel like ENCE are reading the fact that Lynn Vision is playing these pretty heavy setups in certain parts of the map and just abusing that. Able to read whatever setup Lynn Vision is doing and just pick it apart a little bit. Previously Lynn Vision playing completely off that A site, and ENCE were allowed to kind of waltz straight in. That round, Lynn Vision playing heavy E-box, info line towards B main there with the 2 players on A, and ENCE recognize that they can just, boost up over that house smoke. They see nothing in middle. They just walk straight through mid.
Well, next mission is to try to hold on to 3 of these guns. If they can get away with 3 guns, then at least it's looking a little bit more stable on that CT for the next round. But
yeah, they could put a buy together for sure.
It's just been economic pressure from the outset, really, for Lynn Vision, which is really unfortunate considering they won the pistol.
Yeah, just not winning round 2 cleanly enough and then getting reset on an early timing in the half. Very difficult to deal with. That is the power of the Krieg. Those kind of angles where you're creeping up in middle, on a pretty deep line. A little bit difficult to navigate that with the AK, but the Krieg just makes that look so easy. Timeout time for Lynn Vision. It's a difficult position to be in. I think as you recognize on the CT side here that this game is going to be a grind. It's going to take quite a lot of concerted effort over time to try to make this a competitive half. You're trying to chip in a round or 2. Constantly fighting against the tide of getting reset economically. Whereas ENCE, they feel like they're in cruise control right now. Got plenty of cash. They've had plenty of nice reads on this T side. Just keep rolling along and trust in the process, and they'll get this game done one way or another.
I wonder how many Lynn Vision are looking for, though, on this CT side. If they can get to 5, would they be disappointed with that? I don't know. I don't think so. So they're plugging away. This round will be critical, though, in their chances of making anything happen for the rest of the half. And it's a flash into B main, which isn't really going to prompt much of a response from Lynn Vision. They're holding on to most of their util for now.
Again, heavy setup on E-Box side. No presence in middle. This time, ENCE not really exploring middle, though. They're back to control of the extremities. Pressure on B main. Progression utility lined up here by Snappy to go and take A main and just play information denial to the CT side. Exactly what they're going to do. What is the response from Lynn Vision? They blow open the smoke, seeing if anyone's going to continue to take space over there. After the smoke gets blown open, the Molotov comes on in. A lot of util in the mid to late round here for Lynn Vision that they're holding on to.
3 players over on A though, and it's going to be a B finish from ENCE. It's a full commitment to A as well. It's not as if you've even got someone in mid though.
Again, it's a B split.
Is starting to creep his way back on over. Timing might not be too bad for him if he can get back to B before the hit actually starts. Then we're cooking with gas for Lynn Vision, and that nade is going to really book a couple of players in E-Box.
Another molly on the player in Ninja. Starry's still got full util here.
Kills though starting to come through for ENCE, and it's all well and good to have numbers on the site, but if you don't trade down, Lynn Vision still possible to lose this round. Amelia holding on for dear life. Zaka helps out and finishes it off. There you go. Lynn Vision, something starting to go their way.
Yeah, good rotation timing. The util that they hold in the mid to late round really allows them to leverage themselves a better rotation timing and actually hold that site before the ENCE can get themselves comfortable and into a post plant. I think Starry from Ninja in particular probably could have used his util a little better, but they get it done regardless. And these are the rounds that Lynn Vision need to keep this game competitive. Chip in as many rounds on this CT side as you can, given how this game started. I think one more and they're going to be happy. Even 4. I think even 4 in MR12 on Anubis. It's not the worst in the world.
So attack timeout here from ENCE. Got some thinking to do. I don't know if I will go so far as to say the momentum has shifted, but at least Lynn Vision have stopped the flow of blood. But how much further can they press it? Can they get to 5? Can they get to 6? Am I getting a bit ahead of myself? Maybe a little bit.
That's doable.
Let's be happy with 5. And if they get 5, then let's start thinking about 6.
Done the mid setup again. Fighting house, fighting E-Box, leaving A open. Playing heavy on B and middle. But this is, again, ENCE working the extremities. Towards B, progression smoke onto the top side of house. Here's the progression utility in towards A main. Denying CT's information. And after they throw that util, they're going to start to creep back towards middle. And I think go for, again, a B split here, Jordan, on a bit of a different timing. Lynn Vision yet again holding their util in the mid to late round.
Oh, Starry.
Great start for Starry.
Yeah. Holding lines. Just not quite going to work out for him as he pulls out the Molotov. Awkward timing. And now it's on to Westmelon, who gets his head banged off by NertZ. It started so well for Lynn Vision, and it's going to end quite poorly. 3 on 4 for the retake, unless G can chime in with a freebie. Maybe there's still an argument to be made. That fight needed to go the way of Zaka. I think at this point, surely you're thinking about saving, but Amelia, he still wants to try to make something happen here. They've got util, and the flash comes through. It's good. Now it's one-on-one. G needs to hit the shot. Can't. What's going on? Everyone's missing everything, but it will be ENCE in the end, and Lynn Vision, have they taken a little bit too much of a step into that retake? What's the money looking like? I don't know that it's fantastic going into this final round.
Yeah, it's not going to be great. It's really not going to be great.
This is so sad. If Starry throws the molly earlier or doesn't throw it at all.
The spacing was definitely a little bit weird, but really it was NertZ actually abusing the new smokes really well that round. Finds himself a timing in the B main smoke, blowing the smoke open. That allows him to pick the player on site. And then as the CT Zaka, I think it was, tries to aggress with his own HE nade inside the smoke, NertZ punishes him for that.
Oh, dycha made noise.
Yeah, but you're not going to be punishing old mate with the Mag 7, that's for sure.
No.
This is again ENCE just reading the fact that middle. Oh, are you?
Got him.
Hold on. Oh, he could get himself another one.
Get out of there, Amelia. Oh.
Smoke gets blown open. They lost mid control in the meanwhile is the issue. Wow, that was very impressive with the FAMAS there. We end up in it 2-on-2 after all of that spaghetti.
Yeah, what a mess. Okay, nade into the smoke. Cheeky one as well. Doesn't.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Noise.
You don't want to, roll it along the ground like Zaka did in the previous round and make the sound cue.
NertZ is in an awkward spot here, but he'll get that kill onto Westmelon. Now, though, Starry trades him down. Has no idea where this last member is, but you'd have to assume it's towards main. Smoke is available. There's no nade for Snappy, but 10-second defuse in a smoke. I'm not sure that I'm such a big fan of that one. He's going to go for it. Or he's at least going to go for the smoke. And
Lovely.
Well played from Starry. Patience, a virtue there. And it is going to benefit Lynn Vision at the end of the half. They're going to be able to get to 5. Now, is that enough for ENCE? Is that enough for Lynn Vision? These are all the things that we wonder. And we will get the answer to those things when we come back for the second half. It is the second half between ENCE and Lynn Vision, and the scoreline right now 7-5, the closest halftime score we've had on the B stream so far. ENCE might not be too happy to hear that, given that they were dominating that first half, but they did give Lynn Vision a bit of a chance back in the last 5 rounds. 3 of those 5 were won by Lynn Vision, and that kind of salvaged the situation somewhat. Pistol going to be very big for Lynn Vision here, but SunPayus, Snappy already starting so cleanly. And before it even gets exciting, before it even gets started, Lynn Vision are just out of the round, it seems like.
Trying to pick up the pieces now. Starry's got to be the key player. Glock and armor to his name, trying to open things up for E-Box, but there are so many CTs to find here. Hasn't checked Ninja. Snappy will swing him, and Westmelon on 11 HP. Not much for him to do. He's really just trying to see how many plus 300s he can add to the bank account, probably.
Yeah, I suppose that's a factor that you have to think about. No bomb plant, though, for Lynn Vision either, so their possibility of force buying into the next round does get stymied a little bit by that fact. It's always worth just having a bit of a look. No need to necessarily throw your life away. We're not on a timer here necessarily. Don't need to be running through the rounds as quickly as possible. Give yourself every opportunity to get one more kill. Can make a difference.
And
not so this time, though.
Looking like the vibes are good amongst the boys right now. Having a little bit of a giggle. Winning the CT pistol in that fashion is definitely going to settle things a little bit, given the closeness of the last half. And given the fact that there was no bomb plant for Lynn Vision, that's a big, big boon for ENCE. Try to keep the T's at arm's length. As you can see, Lynn Vision, they cannot force buy in a round like this, unless they want to go Tech 9 armor. And here it begins. AUG, MP7, XM. Round 2.
Welcome to Counter-Strike 2.
Yep.
Full Glocks across the board for Lynn Vision. But similarly to the previous round, they're not throwing their lives away. Gonna group up toward A and maybe see if they can get a bomb plant over there. It is just dycha who is also holding an A1S, so a little bit less firepower,
the least bad of all the options. This is the best place to go.
Exactly. No A4, no util.
Ooh, a lot of Vox stickers there for dycha. A little bit of a Vox enjoyer.
Yeah, why not? Who wouldn't be? Is he a Lynn Vision enjoyer? Let's see how many kills he can get here. If he doesn't actually manage to clean up a few, then there definitely is a bomb plant on offer for Lynn Vision. They're going to try their best. Where's the plant? It's not happening.
Oh, they didn't even go for it.
Rotation came through quickly enough.
That ain't bad, though. 2 kills. You'll take that. Didn't see if the MP7 got upgraded to a rifle or not. But honestly, all things considered, a pretty good result with the Glocks. Taking 2 kills away, you're going to be very happy with that. First gun round time for Lynn Vision. Like we said over at Pro League, they got a lot of reps on this map. XM has been repurchased by Snappy, I believe. MP7's been kept over, so I think they actually missed the boat on getting the rifle from the last round. So that's actually pretty decent economic damage from Lynn Vision, has to be said. ENCE heavily contesting bridge here, wanting to fight for the middle of the map. Progression smokes come on over towards E-Box side. Unfortunately, that's a misthrown Molotov there from Zaka. Means that they won't have been able to push NertZ out of E-Box. And Lynn Vision, as a result, who were grouping up towards the backside of B main, are going to have to go for another avenue. Looks like they're going to try to test this mid control.
All right, that's a bit too easy for Madden.
Yeah, that was a cheeky little setup as well. Even if Madden didn't get it done, SunPayus over on the other side with the AUG looked pretty good for it. Here's a boost up over the top. Yeah, but they missed the timing. Surely they would have heard the drop into water. Or have they? Is Amelia aware of this? Seems like he is. And he is going to punish that drop into water. So 4v4 here for Lynn Vision.
It's looking like a good A crunch, actually. There's no one in mid.
Yeah, it's up to SunPayus, really.
Oh, timing. Pretty rough for him there. Especially picking that with an AUG like that. So G gets the opener. dycha, his position now known, has to survive or at least get himself one more. Will opt for the former rather than the latter, just playing it safe.
XM on Snappy on the flank. That's not what he really wanted. Or is it?
Well, against the low HP target, maybe it is doable. G has a task ahead of him now, and he's not being given anything. Snappy timed on the Molotov throw, but G can't get the kill. And just as it looks like Lynn Vision might start to get something rolling, they lose a couple of crucial duels, and it's right back in the favor of ENCE.
Damage done to the economy, though. 2 rifles kept alive here. With the plant, there is an opportunity for Lynn Vision to try and buy up here. I think the MR12 format definitely going to be a situation where you can feel the game slipping through your fingers and maybe you are a little bit more pressured to buy up, especially with only 2 alive for ENCE. See what Lynn Vision are going to go for here. Looks like a timeout going to be called by Lynn Vision. Look at this, 3.7 across the board. It would be very limited in terms of the util if they want to go AK and armor, and indeed they will. They recognize the potential of a round like this. This could be the round to even this scoreline and make this game potentially attainable for Lynn Vision here.
I'm not sure I'm feeling it right now.
Yeah, I don't think there's been anything that magical really for Lynn Vision today, has there?
No. A couple of okay clutches, and they've had a couple of decent rounds, but they're not really feeling threatening at the moment. That's the biggest takeaway for me. So what does that mean for the rest of this map? Lynn Vision are going to have to get going pretty shortly. It's a bit too early there from ENCE to cause any problems, and Westmelon, nice headshot onto dycha, has opened it up early. Rotation is so fast from ENCE, and Lynn Vision are committing. They're planning the bomb, and they're losing numbers for that transgression. Amelia could have been given time to work. They could have just stopped and held in place off the back of that opener. Maybe thought about going back to B, but instead they just charge into B, into A, I should say. And the rotation is a bit too much for them.
No bomb plan as well means that this will have to be a half buy unless they want to go for Galil Armor, which will concede map point over to ENCE.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of nuance for Lynn Vision so far.
Yeah, it's not a very inspiring performance, unfortunately, from the Chinese side today. They look a little switched off. Tech9 force buy does come on in, and it's going to be a quick execute into B.
Well, the util's been tossed over.
They're just waiting for the counter util, I think. Smoke gets blown open, though. So this becomes a little bit more one-dimensional as they lose that player in middle.
Well, straight through that smoke, and in fact, Lynn Vision might have been helped out by the nade there, but either way, the entry's just a 1-for-1 so far. It's really not enough to threaten or pressure ENCE at all. Starry wants to try to get that bomb plant down, but there is no hope of that happening. ENCE are looking way too clean on this CT side, and even coming from me, who might be the biggest Lynn Vision gaming supporter at this event, apart from Lynn Vision themselves,
yeah,
I have to say it's not happening.
Yeah, this is over.
It's done so.
No plant again, I don't think.
Dunjo. Dunjover. No plant, you're right. They will have a better buy this round.
It is unfortunately GG.
GG, but not for G.
G's got an AWP.
Not sure how much that's going to really help Lynn Vision at this point.
He's looking for a pick over the top of the molly here. Smoke onto the backside. Giving the space to G to find that opener. Snappy hits the deck. NertZ to receive next. Over on E-Box, he's getting split on trying to buy rotation for the next CT of Madden to come in through spawn side. Has finally made his way over. Lynn Vision, though, they're not feeling this timing. dycha losing that duel is actually not going to be great for the T side, because now ENCE can feel like they clear out water. They don't see anything else on B. They recognize that there's going to be probably a rotation going over towards the A side of the map. dycha well aware that there may be a player lurking in middle here that he can catch out, and NertZ picking another player on the cross. This is falling apart from Lynn Vision after that initial pick.
Yeah, Starry salvages one onto dycha. Ooh, actually he's gotten another one onto Madden. Hang on a minute, Starry. He's just turned on. And so that will
We were waiting for that.
Lynn Vision the round. And yeah, exactly, you're right. I mean, this is the thing, is like we know what Lynn Vision can do. Starry showed that at Pro League as well. And it just hasn't really come together today. Maybe they're feeling a bit uncomfortable with the setups, who knows. It's too late, though. That's the problem. It's too late to pull that out when you're down 12-5 and expect to win 7 rounds in a row to come back into OT. I just don't see that happening. If it's 10-5, maybe. But 12-5, I think it's too little too late.
ENCE is just such a world-class team. They'll get it together at one point or another. They look, they're making a lot of these retake situations look quite effortlessly. Even that round was contentious. NertZ was definitely making that one a difficult prospect in from Dark E-Box side. Found multiple kills on players crossing water. If Starry doesn't explode out middle with 3 there, that round definitely could have gone the way of ENCE.
Well, if nothing else, Lynn Vision can maybe put a few rounds together and build up a bit of confidence. The one benefit for Lynn Vision is that because they're the Group B team, they don't actually have to play again today. Even, you know, if they do lose, they don't have to play their lower bracket game today. They can think about tomorrow as being that prospect.
Progression smoke over towards E-Box. NertZ again. Waiting for the right timing to blow that one open. You could see him with the nade. Instead going to molly in front of it. Both teams looking to fight over bridge side. G slow peeking into the angle. 2 orcs posted up. Just rip Lynn Vision apart. And now, unless they recover a 3-on-5, they are going to be sent through to tomorrow.
Yeah, just not going to work, is it? Zaka salvaging somewhat, but we need a kill elsewhere on the map, and that'll come from Amelia, who is starting to crack open A. A is fully in Lynn Vision's control,
Down
but
bridge,
they
though.
do not have the bomb. And Westmelon is going to have a mighty long journey to get it.
Adam's in their spawn.
Well, Amelia's in ENCE's spawn, so all's fair in love and war. You'd need both Westmelon and Amelia to find a timing here to make this round possible. And look, they've got a bit to work with, but that, unfortunately, is not going to go the way of Westmelon. And we might well be seeing our last look at ENCE and Lynn Vision in round number 19. There it is, done and dusted. ENCE make it look easy in the end. It was the closest first half score, but it certainly wasn't the closest game of the day here on the B stream. ENCE, an easy dub.
Yeah, I think, you know, what ENCE showed us really well that game that we haven't seen so much from other teams so far. They abused the smokes really well.